I never knew anything about Karen Vergata. I'd never heard her name, never knew a thing about her. I still really don't, because it's really hard to get to know someone who's been dead for almost 30 years and no one's known it. Because that's the situation on Gilgo Beach with Jane Doe number 7. Up until, now, she was Jane Doe number 7. She was also called Fire Island Jane Doe. But she was never called Karen Vergata, because they didn't know who this body was. And we still have a few names like that to go, because out of 11, only 8 people have been identified out of 11 bodies found all along that Gilgo Beach area. Karen Vergata, she's number 8, but she's Jane Doe number 7. But she's the 8th identified body. And there she was back in the day. What's weird is that she was found in 2 places. Like, she was found on Fire Island, her legs and her feet found on Fire Island, and then her skull was found near Gilgo. And by the way, 1996 is when they found her legs and her feet on Fire Island. They didn't find her skull until 2011 on Gilgo Beach. The MO, very similar to Rex Heuermann's victims, allegedly. Is Karen Vergata one of Rex Heuermann's alleged victims too? All of it is a lot for anyone to take in, let alone Rex Heuermann's wife and kids. They're just learning about this. It's like, we think it's drip, drip, drip of news. For them, it's like water torture. They just keep hearing worse news after worse news. And they're just trying to get back into that house and live. I wonder how it's going. Lucky for us, Robert Macedonio joins me now. He is Asa Ellerup's attorney. And boy, do you ever need an attorney when you're in Asa's position. Robert, am I pronouncing her name right? I've heard it as Asa. Be the definitive source.
It's pronounced Asa.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask you how she's doing, especially since this latest news has broken, the revelation there is now not a Fire Island Jane Doe, but there's a Karen Vergata. How is she processing this?
Honestly, she doesn't have access to TV. The cable lines and the phone lines were cut from her residence when the police were doing the dig up. So she's not getting all the news reports. She's back in the house as of about a little over a week ago. So she's trying to avoid all the media attention, because the only thing she knows about this case is being what's reported in the media.
And how are the kids processing this? Because presumably, they've got cell phones. The news will get to them at some point. How are they managing with everything they've learned so far? And then, of course, this latest development, too.
With respect to the cell phones, all the cell phones were taken when the police executed the search warrant. So they were the family's operating off of one prepaid, device. And they're using that number, and they're staying in contact. They're close together. They're together all the time. I had the benefit of going to the residence yesterday to try to assist in some of the cleanup. We had a client of ours that donated 5 men and a 20-yard dumpster to assist in the cleanup. All donated, and she's doing much better and trying to get life back to some normalcy.
Do they plan to stay in that home? I just can't imagine what it would be like, knowing what the allegations are, that something might have actually happened in that home. Do they want to stay?
Right now, there's no immediate plans to leave, because they have nowhere else to go at this point in time. They're just trying to sort through the property, see what it's missing, see what they want to, save, what they want to discard. They're fixing up some of the problems. We realized when the police executed the search warrant, the traps were taken out of the bathtub, that little elbow part and the sinks. So we can't even run water in the bathroom at this point in time. So they have to do that to be able to take showers and brush their teeth. So we have people trying to assist in fixing that. But she's doing much better than she was a week ago. And I think as day by day, she'll get a little more of her sanity back and maintain the strength of her children.
I can't even begin to imagine what her shoes are like at this point, what it's like to live for those 3. I do want to ask you, though, because I can imagine in the range of emotions they're going through, anger, devastation would be among them. And what comes with that is oftentimes willingness to help the police with evidence. Have they been helpful through interviews with the police in giving evidence? Where does that stand?
She has not been interviewed by the police, and we haven't been asked to be interviewed by the police. And I don't think the children have either. So at this point in time, there's no assisting in giving any evidence because we haven't been asked to. And I don't know, honestly, if they have any evidence in this case.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.